It was also from England that the anti-slavery movement began. And you should study that movement to understand how effective change can take place, because it was done by the middle class. It was done by simple people. It was done by people that petitioned, that wrote pamphlets, that went and spoke the truth, that lobbied their politicians in the House of Commons and in the House of Lords, until in 1836 they finally abolished slavery in England. And that is a testimony to people like the man who wrote Amazing Grace, who was a slave trader, and he repented to his Lord and became an abolitionist. Or somebody like Hannah More, an aristocrat who gave up her wealth in order to struggle for the freedom of the slaves. We have people like that in this country who are not from the Muslim tradition. We have to recognize those people, work with them. We need to abolish armaments. The Muslim world is filled with weapons of mass destruction because England, France, and this country have armed them to the teeth, have squandered the wealth of those countries, have taken the wealth of the children, have taken the wealth of the educational institutions. And why is it that Arabia is the 7th largest purchaser of arms on in this planet? That is wrong. And these people need to be taken into account. Armaments is a great evil. And our Prophet ﷺ said, whoever sells weapons in a time of civil strife is damned to hell. Ba'i al-silah 'inda al-fitnati mal'oon. That the one who sells weapons in a time of civil strife is damned to hell. And this is really where the struggle is. It's stopping the proliferation of weapons, it's stopping the proliferation of drugs, and it's condemning racism, it's condemning the fact that in Rwanda, 800,000 human beings could be massacred in our lifetime, and the world stood by and watched it happen. And then everybody sheds tears for a few white people that die. We have to recognize that every life on this planet is sacred, and God has given it a sanctity, and it's our duty to stand up and do something about this. And I will end this by saying one thing. I reject President Bush's statement, you're either with us or you're against us, as much as I reject Osama bin Laden's statement, you're either with us or you're against us. We cannot turn this world into an insane dichotomy of those who support state terrorism and those who support vigilante terrorism. All terrorism is wrong, and bombing civilian populations is inflicting terror on those people. And I shake for the children's hearts that were petrified as the bombs dropped on Baghdad, and I feel ashamed that I'm in this country when things like that can happen in our lifetime, and we reject it. We reject it, and we will speak the truth. And we are Americans, and we are Muslims.